Bill's 2 kids. And a proposal that once broke the internet, Justin and Emily Baldoni have long embodied Hollywood's softer side. So when Justin resurfaced on July 27th with a sepia-tinted wedding snapshot and the promise "I'd marry you again and again," fans melted. Flower crowns, bare feet, that Corona, California meadow nostalgia poured off the screen. Yet beneath the rosy glow lies a courtroom storm worth hundreds of millions, pitting Justin against his "It Ends With Us" co-star, Blake Lively, in one of the industry's loudest legal showdowns. Rewind to April 2013, Justin secretly rented the cafe where he and Emily first met, staged a boy band parody, then dropped to one knee in front of hidden cameras. The 27-minute video soared past 5 million views in days, cementing the couple as #relationship goals. Just 3 months later, they exchanged vows under lantern-lit oaks, while friends described the day as Pinterest exploding into real life. For years afterward, their feeds overflowed with faith-filled captions, Monday morning dad jokes, and candid reminders to love each other even when it's hard. Hard arrived in December 2024 on the Atlanta set of It Ends With Us. Rumors of on-set tension went nuclear when accusations of boundary-crossing behavior surfaced against Justin. Blake Lively filed a civil complaint alleging a behind-the-scenes smear campaign and what her team called persistent, inappropriate conduct. The internet instantly polarized. #Team Baldoni insisted the claims were inflated clickbait, while #Believe Blake flooded comment sections with support for the actress. Justin struck back with legal force, countersuing Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and publicist Leslie Sloan for defamation price tag $400 million, then firing. A $250 million libel broadside at a major newspaper that amplified the allegations. Entertainment lawyers gasped at the numbers. Tabloids plastered mocked-up courtroom graphics. And TikTok detectives tried to parse every rehearsal photo for hidden tension. After months of depositions, dismissal motions, and leaked emails that set gossip columns ablaze, U.S. District Judge Louis J. Lamont tossed both megasuits on June 9th, calling the feud an exercise in mutually assured destruction. While lawyers prepped new angles, Justin and Emily quietly flew to Costa Rica with their kids, disappearing into jungle waterfalls and offline sunsets. For 5 full months, Justin's normally motivational grid fell silent. Even his signature Man Enough podcast paused, leaving fans to wonder if the king of vulnerability was licking wounds or plotting the next move. He resurfaced briefly on Mother's Day with a grainy family hug, praising Emily as a fortress of love, then vanished again. Paparazzi shots of the couple leaving their Burbank church only fueled rumors. Were they strategizing for a settlement, or simply protecting their children from headline whiplash? Meanwhile, Blake's lawyers pressed on. Her deposition, originally slated for July 17th, slid to July 31st after scheduling wrangles and what insiders call heated discovery skirmishes. Each postponement resets the countdown clock on a potential 8-figure out-of-court resolution or an even messier public trial where every text, call sheet, and on-set memo could become evidence. Against that backdrop, July 27th arrived. Justin's anniversary post appeared first, a wedding day embrace captioned with a single word, TWELVE, punctuated by crimson hearts. Minutes later, Emily answered with a photo their 9-year-old daughter Maya snapped. The couple kissing, flower crowns tilted, limbs tangled in carefree laughter. "Still madly in love," she wrote, tagging Justin and their kids. The images rocketed past 1 million likes. Comment sections overflowed with teary-eyed emojis, while skeptics dissected the timing. Call it romantic defiance or strategic optics. But the post drowned out legal chatter for at least one gorgeous summer afternoon. Yet hearts aren't bulletproof. Penas, don't wear flower crowns. Blake's postponed deposition looms. Discovery still grinds. And insiders whisper that confidential mediations could trigger another 9-digit claim before year's end. Streaming platforms eye the drama, knowing that real-life scandals can boost view counts when It Ends With Us finally drops. At home, Justin and Emily juggle back-to-school runs for Maya and 7-year-old Maxwell while fielding studio calls about reshoots, reputation management, and whether Justin's next directorial gig can proceed without protest. #Cass. So where does that leave the fairy tale? On one hand, the Baldoni's 12th anniversary paints a portrait of steadfast devotion to partners weathering Hollywood's fiercest spotlight, fortified by faith, family, and a romance that predates the fame. On the other, the unresolved lawsuit hangs like storm clouds over a vow renewal that should have felt pure celebration. Fans now follow dual storylines: the intimate saga of a couple determined to protect their bond, and the headline-grabbing fight over truth, power, and payback. For now, the narrative rests in an uneasy stalemate. If a confidential settlement emerges, the public may never learn the full story, only that the comments turned from courtroom transcripts to baby pictures overnight. If the case barrels into trial, imagine the spectacle: a list witnesses under oath, text chains projected across federal walls, and jurors deciding whether accusations were weaponized or warranted. Either outcome could redefine careers, friendships, and even marriage vows. As the deposition clock ticks and Instagram algorithms churn, one question lingers: can a love story built on viral proposals and public vulnerability survive a $500 million crossfire? Or will the next legal filing rewrite Justin and Emily's legacy faster than a throwback photo can rack up likes? Keep an eye on that July 31st date, and remember, in Hollywood, the line between happily ever after and courtroom cliffhanger can vanish with a single unscheduled post.